Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah, also known as Laugh Love Langella, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing how I styled our front porch for the fall season. I'm keeping things super simple but bringing in those traditional colors to just really bring in the season. I know it's a little bit early, but we have about like a 10-12 degree drop in weather here in North Carolina, so it's that nice little chill in the morning that is so desperately needed. So it's bringing all the cozy fall vibes for me. So I'm excited to share with you guys how I styled my front porch. We also did a wreath DIY that is super simple as well, so I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into it.
So I am going to switch up the outdoor rug this time. I found this super budget-friendly option at Hobby Lobby. It has some rust, white, and navy tones in it, and the doormat is the one that I've had for years now.
In the crock, I'm going to use these fake mums. These are from Hobby Lobby. They're $17.99 full price, but fall is 40% off. I have just had absolutely no luck with real mums, so I'm going to do fake ones. All right, so I'm going to need to stuff the bottom of this. So I'm going to grab just some plastic bags to lift it up a little bit, but all my real mums die immediately, so I'm over it. We're doing fake. I couldn't find plastic bags, but I actually have a lot of bubble wrap. So I'm gonna just bubble wrap around in a circle, I think. I apologize if this is making horrible noise. And just help corral it a little more than it has been. Oh. You can't see her, but my neighbor's cat is visiting right now, and I scared her with this. Come here. Come here. She loves to hang out. She's cool. Come here. Say hi to everybody. Come here. She likes to say hi and come visit.
I was mistaken. She is actually a he, but we love having him come around and visit.
I'll play around with it a little bit more so it looks a little more realistic, but you get the gist of it. I recently found this jack-o'-lantern at Home Goods. It was only $16.99. It's a great look for less for the Pottery Barn one, but before we're ready to before we're ready for the Halloween time, I figured I would just flip it around so it's a regular pumpkin.
And to complete the trio, I'm adding this planter that was older from Hearth and Hand at Target with some of the yellow faux mums from Hobby Lobby.
Keeping the styling super simple outside. I just want to do this little moment and just keep things a little more bare than I have been, but we are going to go inside and do the wreath DIY now. So for the wreath, I'm going to be using these magnolia stems from Michael's. I also have some twig stems that I cut up and painted a brown color to add some texture. And these pine cone picks are from Hobby Lobby. They're also going to be perfect for Christmas decorating, so I can pull them into various seasons. And I did pick out this really pretty velvet ribbon from Hobby Lobby. It's in their regular price section, and I thought that the rust color would be so beautiful with these stems. So I'm going definitely more simple this time around for my wreath. I've actually done 2 other fall DIY wreaths. I did one that was a Pottery Barn Look for Less with some beige maple leaf stems. And then last year I did one that was inspired from one I saw on Pinterest. It has some pumpkins of different textures in the mix. So I'll have both of those videos linked down below. So if you guys want to go in a different direction, you can take a look at those videos. But when it comes to me building my wreaths, I love to find a good stem. Sometimes you can find a great garland option too. But for my stems, I like to leave them whole so that way I can just be more versatile with them. I can actually use them as a stem if I want to. Sometimes I'll commit to cutting them. These, I don't feel like it. So we're just going to tuck this big stem in through the grapevine. And because you're going to layer them on top of each other, it'll conceal it super easy.
So like I mentioned before, it would be so much easier to work with these if I cut the stem shorter. I just don't want to marry myself to the idea that these need to be for a wreath. I want options in the future for larger or taller vases and vessels. But when it comes to actually laying the stems on my wreath that I'm making, I always like to pick one direction. So for these, I'm just going in a counterclockwise direction. So the leaves are to the right and the stems are to the left as I'm initially laying them. So that way, each time I lay a new stem, those leaves will cover the previous stem's actual stem.
And also, don't worry about them perfectly laying down right away. I'm just placing these for now, and then we're gonna go back in with some floral wire and tie down the individual stems so that way they're flowing the direction I want them to. So now we're gonna go in and pick out those stems that are just hanging off the wreath too much and tie them down with some floral wire.
I prefer to use floral wire for securing my branches because I haven't trimmed so much of the branch. I don't need it in a sense of it keeping it attached to the wreath. It's more so to make the branches lay the way I want to. But if you did cut them, make sure you're securing them so they don't fly away if you're styling this outside. But if you don't have floral wire, you could easily use some jute twine as well if that's what you have on hand.
So now that we have everything tied down around the wreath, I'm going to add in these pine cone picks. These were from Hobby Lobby. They are part of the fall section. There we go. I'll put the item number on the screen and in the description too. These are great for fall, Christmas, winter decorating, but we're gonna fill in the gaps around here with these.
In the sections that have larger gaps, like this first one I'm doing, I'm going to be adding 2 of the pine cone picks to really fill out the space, and alternating putting a single pine cone in between the doubles to just help create an overall balance to the wreath. But the same way that I laid the stems, I'm keeping and maintaining that same direction for my pine cones as well, so it just flows around the entire wreath in a very balanced manner. But I want this to be a maximal but simple one where we have lots of texture, but it's not a super busy one with many different stems and variations. I just want each individual one to shine within it.
now all the pine cones are in. I definitely went very full with the pine cones. I really wanted to make a statement with it. But the last touch, we're gonna add in these little twig stems for just a touch more texture.
I really love the subtle addition of these little twig pieces to the wreath. I feel like it gives more of that foraged harvest kind of look that I was going for, and just adds enough without being too busy.
And the actual last touch is adding this velvet bow in this beautiful rust color.
Just wanted to say a quick thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel today. If you are enjoying today's video and would love to see more of this from me in the future, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And again, I did a 2023 and 2022 version with different wreath DIYs. So if you want to get some more ideas as well, you can check those videos out, linked in the video description below. And here is the wreath all finished up. I really love how it came together, and it was so simple to do. So I will have all the supplies I can link down below, as well as the quantity of how many of each I used if you guys want to recreate this yourselves. And here is a finished look at my simple front porch styling for 2024.
So that is going to wrap up today's video, friends. I hope you enjoyed and got some decorating ideas and inspiration for how to style your front porch for the fall season. Again, if you want to check out the wreath DIY videos from last year and the year before, I will have them linked in the video description so you guys can check them out. As always, thank you so much for tuning into my channel today, and I will see you in my next video, friends. Bye.